I mean, we're going to...
We're all packed up and we're leaving here.
Yeah, and we're going to then trek along...
Trek.
Yeah.
Trek. We're going to drive up to Oban, where we're staying at a hotel called the Manor House Hotel, Oban, which overlooks a loch, the Loch, I think, or the Loch. So we'll show you what that's like when we get there. And
from Oban, we take our
little boutique cruise on our little...
Boutique cruise?
No, that's what it says. That's what it's advertised. Yeah. Oh. Boutique cruise on our converted herring trawler.
It's likely to be the smallest cruise we ever do.
Yes, and getting in the little tender boat thing, I'm very nervous about that.
There might be some good filming.
You're not filming it the first time I do it.
Why?
No, because I've got to find out if I can do it first.
I'm not. If you film it.
No, because you might have to hold my hand or something. Hold my hand. Anyway, yes, so that's what we're doing, and we'll show you what that's like when we get there.
And we'll probably show you a few bits as we go along the road as well.
If there's anything interesting, I don't know. It's the M6 again, isn't it? M6 and
yeah.
Oh, I really don't like the M6.
I think we come off the M6 because looking at it, it's about 170, 180 miles from here, I think.
What, on the M6?
No, using the M6, and they reckon it's going to take 4.5 to 5 hours, depending upon whether you believe Google or someone else. So I suspect that we might do some good time on the motorway, but then we'll be down to a trawl. And I'm hoping there'll be some nice scenery as we go along there.
Hopefully.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
All right. Have fun.
Thoroughly enjoyed our stay in the Lake District. Lovely area. And with our bag packed, we hit the road, ready to continue our journey up to Oban. And we quickly found out why Google was reporting such a long period of time for the journey, despite it showing 176 miles. The 176 miles were as the crow flies. And unfortunately, we're not crows.
Please turn right in 200 yards onto High Street. Now turn right and then turn into the second street on the right again.
So the plan was to cut across country and then make our way back up on the M6, going past Lochby and Gretna Green before circumnavigating Glasgow. We were hoping that as we drew into Scotland, there would be a lot more places where we could stop off and some country roads that we could take in the views and the location. If you're enjoying this vlog, or if you enjoy any of our other vlogs, then we would really appreciate it if you subscribed and hit that notification bell. It really helps a small channel like ours. Alternatively, just like the video, assuming you do. So our first stop was Loch Lomond, a freshwater loch carved out by the glaciers some 10,000 years ago to create this breathtaking and craggy landscape. It is known as the gateway between the lowlands and the highlands. We weren't having much luck with the weather. It seemed to have rained most of the journey, but hey, this is the sort of weather we sort of expected. Despite the rain, or maybe because of the rain, these roads were delightful. They were really lush and green, and as you drove along them, you got these superb glimpses of the Loch off to the right hand side. What a brilliant name for a store! So we were now continuing along the A85 and heading for Oban. I'm not sure if this road goes anywhere else but Oban. So, time for another stop, and this time we are stopping, and I excuse the pronunciation, at Loch Nabi. Apparently there are other spellings of this. This loch is fed by a river and is located in the area of Argyll and Bute. As you can see, this landscape is a much softer landscape than the craggier landscapes that we've been through previously. Very, very different, but equally as attractive and beautiful, but for different reasons. So we made our third and what would be our final stop before we arrived in Oban at Loch. Loch is the third largest freshwater loch in Scotland and is by far the longest. It is known for its trout fishing. The loch has numerous small islands, a number of them with ruined castles on them, of which the most famous is Kilchurn Castle. So, having left Devon in brilliant sunshine, we seem to have spent virtually all of this journey in rain. So at this point we've done well over 500 miles and we're now in the final legs of our journey to Oban. Going over that bridge.
No, I don't think we are. Miles to go.
Please leave the roundabout at the first exit onto Donnelly Road.
And so we descended the hill to get our first glimpses of Oban. So we finally got to Oban. The objective now was to find the guest house. We'd already decided that we probably wouldn't explore Oban tonight. We'd do that in the morning when we had a bit more spare time before we boarded.
Follow this, go round and then up there.
Now make a U-turn and then immediately turn left.
There's a funny sort of half roundabout in the middle of Oban which managed to confuse both us and the satellite navigation system. So Oban is shaped like a gigantic horseshoe and we had entered it from the bottom right hand side of the U and our guest house was in the top left hand side, so this meant circumnavigating the majority of the town to get there.
Is it?
Looks like it. The Manor House. One night at this guest house before we sail away at 4 o'clock the next afternoon, and that will give us time to have a bit of a lie-in and then get up, take the car to the car parking facility and then explore a little bit around Oban. staff at the hotel were super nice, and the public areas were very traditionally furnished, with superb views overlooking the gardens and the Loch. The bar had a nice stock of local gins and whiskey. So the views looking out from the guest house over the Loch look really enticing. So time to go out there and explore a little bit further. And when I got outside it was still pouring with rain. The gardens were lovely, really luscious and green, and at one end there was a set of iron stairs that led down to a small cove which was fairly full of rocks. I decided I'd go down there and explore a little bit further. So the hotel doesn't actually overlook a loch, it actually overlooks the Firth of Lorn, which is one of the inlets. The name Oban perfectly describes the area, as in Gaelic it means little bay. So this hotel is a listed Georgian building built in around 1780, and the area that I'm currently standing in was once an oyster bed as far as I know. As you can see from these shots, Oban is considered to be the gateway to the Isles. It's also otherwise known as the seafood capital of Scotland, which is a good omen for our forthcoming trip.
Hello. We're at the Manor House Hotel in Oban. We've arrived, so I thought I'd give you a quick room tour. I've got my shawl on because Scotland and I'm cold now, so freezing. Anyway, you come in, lovely room, and where do you want to start? Can't see any USB sockets at all. Lamp and clock. There's some sockets down here, socket down there. Anyway, we've got twin beds again. Nice and soft. And I do like the room key, look, it's lovely. Old fashioned, nice. Towels. Get shortbread each. But greedy me, I'm so hungry, I can't wait for my evening meal, but I ate mine. Because Steve went out to do some photography, so I've eaten mine. Anyway, dressing table. We've got closet here with a light and a mirror. Got all our luggage stuffed in there. Can you get that, Steve, from the camera? Mm-hmm. Okay, got all our luggage stuffed in there. And then over here we've got a bottle of sparkling and a bottle of still. Oh, there is a USB, look.
2 USB.
Two SUS, yeah. And is there any tea? Where's the tea? Is there a drawer? Well, where's the tea and coffee? Is a kettle? One kettle. Cups and saucers. Don't know where the tea and coffee is there. Anyway, bathroom. With toilet, hand basin, shower bar. And shampoo, hand washed, and all that there. And that's kind of all there is to it, really, isn't there? Beautiful view. Got television. Beautiful view. Oh, hang on. Beautiful view of the Loch. But let me just. Da 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 da. Okay. All sorts of teas and stuff in there. Oh, oh, look. All sorts. What's that? Oh, milk. Oh, milk. Okay. Anyway, there's all your tea and coffee and stuff. Rammed in there. Right. And a beautiful view. Beautiful gardens here. And we're right on the Loch. Not on the Loch. Got lots on the brain. I've seen so many of them today. On the sea. So, do you want to give them a view out of the window, Steve?
Yes, I will do.
Okay. And I think that's about it, really. Beautiful here. Really, really nice. Lovely. So we've got bed and breakfast. And we're going to have an evening meal here, which is obviously extra. So we'll let you know what that's like later on. It's a bit chilly though. It's not like Devon. Devon's all warm. So, yeah. Okay.
So we popped down to the bar to try some of the local tipples before then moving into the restaurant to see what the food was like.
What are you taking?
It was a really interesting menu, as you can see from here. I elected to go with the pork belly and Joanne had the scallop mousse. And then for main courses, Joanne went for the ox cheek and I went for the venison. Joanne decided not to have a dessert, but as usual one of my favourites is apple crumble, so I went for that.
That's lovely. Nice.
It's lovely, absolutely gorgeous.
My ox cheek, it just melts. Lovely.
And right by where we were sitting was this lovely original oven. And I loved my apple crumble. It was beautifully laid out and tasted absolutely fantastic. So the next morning we popped down the stairs to sample the local and included breakfast. And boy was it lovely. We both had the full Scottish breakfast, which included haggis, black pudding as well as an absolutely gorgeous sausage. Joanne's about to have her first piece of haggis.
So I say much.